Hello students, during the last lecture we started studying control and coordination. What is control and coordination? Control means total control by the brain, and the coordination or the homeostasis in the body is brought about by the various hormones. These hormones are produced by the endocrine glands. Endocrine glands are the ductless glands. For example, pituitary gland, thyroid gland, pineal gland, testes, ovary, adrenal gland, etc. Components of the central nervous system, brain and the spinal cord. In the picture you can clearly watch the brain. Now you can see that there are foldings over the brain. These foldings are called sulci and gyri. Number of sulci and gyri increases the intelligence of the man. The extension of the brain, you can see the spinal cord. Now through the brain you can see the wirings have come out. Those are nothing but the nerves. Then from the spinal cord also there are some extensions of the nerves. Now let us focus on the peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system means what? There is a center and it controls the periphery. For example, you can see the connection between the fan and the switches. What is the connection is brought about by? It is brought about by the wires. Now like this, brain and the body is connected to the wires or the nerves. Cranial nerves. Cranium means what? Head or skull. And the nerves emerging out from the brain are called to be the cranial nerves. Cranial nerves are 12 pairs in number. 12 pairs means 24 in number. Cranial nerves are of three types: sensory, motor and mixed. Sensory is also called afferent, motor is called efferent, and when there is a one end sensory, another end motor, it is called mixed type of the nerve. So cranial nerves are of three types: sensory or afferent, motor or efferent, and mix. How many? They are 24 in number. Now their names are like olfactory, optic, oculomotor, pathetic, trigeminal, abducens, facial, auditory, glossopharyngeal, vagus, spinal accessory, and hypoglossal. Now simply you have to remember which are the sensory, which are the motor, which are the mix. Sensory you by heart: olfactory, optic, auditory. Motor you by heart: oculomotor, pathetic, abducens, spinal accessory, hypoglossal. Mix you remember: trigeminal, facial, glossopharyngeal, vagus. So there are total 12, 3 sensory, 4 motor, 4 mixed. Spinal nerves. Now spinal nerves, they are 62 in number, means how many? 31 pairs. All are mixed type. Their names are cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacral, and coccygeal. Cervical 8 in number, thoracic 12 in number, lumbar 5 in number, sacral 5 in number, coccygeal 1 in number. But they are in pair, means you have to double the number. That is total 31 means 31 pairs, means actually they are 62. All the spinal nerves are mixed type. Where is spinal cord? It is encased in a vertebral column. Now in the examination question comes: write note on the spinal nerve. Don't get confused, because one question is reflex arch and another question is spinal nerve. They appear to be similar but they are different, because in the board examination you have to be particular about the answer. You will not get marks randomly, you will get marks to the point. Now the three components of the spinal nerve: ramus dorsalis, ramus means branching, ramus ventralis, ramus communicans. You can find them on the either side of the spinal cord. Ramus dorsalis, this branch reaches to the skin and muscle of the dorsal side. Dorsal means upper side. Ramus ventralis means ventral side, to the muscle and organ of the lateral side, ventral side. And ramus communicans means there is a communication with the sympathetic ganglion. This is the part of the autonomous nervous system that we are going to study later on. You have to draw the diagram and you have to write the function. What is the function of the spinal cord? It is the highway of conduction of impulses from brain to the body and from body to the brain. And another function is a reflex action. What is reflex action? That is, it is immediate, involuntary and invariable action taken by the spinal cord. 3 I you have to remember: invariable, immediate and involuntary. Means you cannot change that action. It is directly taken by the spinal cord and then brain knows it. Means awareness of the brain is later. For example, suppose you are walking on the road and if there is a nail falling on the road and it pricks in your leg, what will happen? You will immediately pick up your or lift up your leg. Otherwise, what will happen? There will be more injury. Or if you are, say, riding the bicycle and if the truck comes from the behind, what will happen? You immediately control your bicycle. So these some actions, they are very immediate, within a second. So your life is saved in danger. In the picture you can see the cranial nerves. Don't draw this diagram, just for the knowledge, sake of the knowledge, you have to see it. Now one of the important part that I was teaching you, that was the cranial nerves. Now cranial nerves, first is the olfactory. Olfactory means sense of the smell. It is sensory in nature. Its origin is from the nose, and it connects to the nose. What is the function? Smell. Optic, it is sensory in nature. It originates from the diencephalon and it innervates the retina of the eye. Function is vision. Oculomotor, it is motor in nature. It comes out from the floor of the midbrain and it controls the eye muscles, that is movement of the eyeball. Phathetic, it is motor coming out from the midbrain and it is connected to the eye muscles, and the function is rotation and movement of the eyeball. Trigeminal, this is the one of the important. I told you that it is mixed type. It is sensory and mixed. Ophthalmic, remember the names of the trigeminal nerve. One is ophthalmic, another one is maxillary, another one is mandibular. Ophthalmic is sensory, maxillary is sensory, mandibular is mixed. It is largest one. So they innervate nasal cavity, eyelids, forehead, scalp, lacrimal glands, scalp, mucosa of nose, upper teeth, upper lip, lower eye, etc. So function is sensation of skin, touch, taste, jaw, movement. Next one is abducens. It is motor one. Origin is from the pons varoli. It is connected to the muscle of eyeball and related to the movement of the eyes. Facial, mixed type. It is also coming out from the pons varoli. It is connected to the face, neck muscles. Function, facial expression, movement of the neck. Then auditory, it is sensory in nature, originates from the pons varoli, connected to the internal ear. What is the function? Hearing and balance or equilibrium. Glossopharyngeal, mixed type, coming out from the medulla oblongata, innervate to the pharynx, tongue, salivary glands, function taste, salivation and swallowing. Vagus. Vagus, it is mixed type coming out from the medulla oblongata. It controls larynx, trachea, pharynx, alimentary canal, heart, lungs, pancreas, blood vessels. Spinal accessory, motor in nature, coming out from the side of the medulla oblongata. Then innervates neck and shoulder, muscle, etc. Then the hypoglossal, which is motor in nature, it is coming out from the side of the medulla oblongata, and hypoglossal is connected to the tongue muscle and function is movement of the tongue. Now the third nervous system, that is autonomous or autonomic nervous system. In this book autonomic is given. It controls the all involuntary activities. Involuntary means what? Like heartbeat. Smooth muscles of the lungs, glands, peristalsis means intestine, reproductive organs also. What is the importance of the autonomous nervous system? It is additional one, because it saves the body in danger. I shall give you an example. Suppose you are listening some bad news, or tomorrow if there is a result, what happens? Your heart starts palpitation, heartbeats increases, sometimes you start weeping or crying, tears come out, so heartbeats increase, respiration increase, but it is brought under the control by the another nervous system. So sympathetic nervous system increases the heartbeat, parasympathetic nervous system, it brings back the body or the organs to the normal state. Components of the autonomic nervous system is sympathetic and parasympathetic. So difference between the sympathetic and parasympathetic, what is that? In sympathetic nervous system, the main neurotransmitter, that is adrenaline or epinephrine or norepinephrine or noradrenaline. Then there are two components, pre and post ganglionic. Ganglion means what? You can say the ganglion means it is the collection or the bunch of the cytosol, that is the ganglion. First part of the nerve, that is the after ganglion and pre to the ganglion. This preganglionic nerve fiber is shorter one and post ganglionic is larger one. Then there are 22 pairs of the sympathetic ganglion, which is 44 in number. I told you that they produce adrenaline and non-adrenaline. They are excitatory and having stimulating effect, means it makes the function of the organs faster. It is sometimes very important, it saves the body in danger. Parasympathetic nervous system, it is also called craniosacral outflow. Here the ganglia, what is the ganglion? The collection of the cytosol. It is very close to the effector organ. Preganglionic nerve fiber is very large or longer one. They produce the acetylcholine. What is the acetylcholine? It is a neurotransmitter. It has inhibitory function and it brings the body to the normal state. It is also called housekeeping hormone, or it is antagonistic in nature. Now let us revise some things. Components of the central nervous system, brain and spinal cord. Components of the peripheral nervous system, cranial nerves and spinal nerves. Components of the autonomous nervous system, sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. What sort of the question of the central nervous system? Draw the lateral view of the brain, or write note on the cerebrum. In the cerebrum, you have to describe the cerebrum, you have to draw the cerebrum, you have to write the functions of the cerebrum. Then there might be the question. Write note on the TS of the spinal cord. You have to just draw the transverse section of the spinal cord. You have to describe the spinal cord and you have to write the function of the spinal cord. Peripheral nervous system, you have to remember the 12 names of the cranial nerves and their type. You just remember the names and their type. Spinal nerve, you have to draw the spinal nerve, like ramus dorsalis, ramus ventralis, ramus communicans. And in autonomous nervous system, difference between sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. I have given you some questions. Write name of first, third, 8 and 12 cranial nerves. Explains components of spinal nerve. Write difference between sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. You have to read the book carefully. You have to read the questions and answer from the Navneet or Reliable, and you have to make tick mark with the pencil in the book to the multiple choice question, and for the one mark questions or 2 mark questions, short answer question, in the book you write with the pencil just a word for the answer, and for the long answer question you make a one notebook or full scape and write down the lengthy questions. Thank you.